Gardening Club and welcome to my garden on this beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. I'd like to thank my daughter for filming, and I'd also like to thank Tilly the dog, the Gardening Club mascot. Perfect. So, why, I hear you say, are we filming a video and what are we going to talk about? Well, I am going to set you a challenge before your next meeting on Thursday afternoon. Sometime before then, in the post, you will receive 2 seeds. You will receive a potato and you will receive 2 sunflower seeds. And I am going to tell you today what to do with them, how to plant them, how to look after them, and then when you come back to school in September with your films and your photos and the evidence of what's grown, we can see how it's gone. Now, let's start with the humble potato. They don't just come from Sainsbury's. Potatoes are so easy to grow. Look, I've got some growing down here in a plastic bag. I have got some growing here in a potato planter. In a minute, we are going to plant some in a recycling box. You can grow them. I have grown them successfully in a food recycling box. But of course, you can also plant your potato in the ground should you want to. So, your potato will be one of 2 types. It will either be one of these unusual blue ones, or it will be one of these unusual red ones. None of your boring common little garden potatoes for us, no. So, you will see that they have each got some sort of sprout on them. What you will need to do is plant your sprouted potato just on the surface of your tub like this. Not too close together because they will need space to grow. So I'm going to put one there. I'm probably going to just put one more here. Okay, sprout going up just on the surface of the ground or the tub like that, and then you will need to cover them over. Now, you can cover them over with anything. If you're digging yours into the ground, then of course you can just put some soil over the top. So all I'm going to do, I've got some compost here, is a little bit of compost just to cover over the potato like that. And then I'm going to do something that you might have some in your garden, but you might not. I'm going to take some of these grass clippings. Now this is a little trick I learned from a gardener who lives in our local village. And all he did was just put them over the top like this as well. And all you're doing is you are encouraging the potato to grow through like these are doing here now. And we've got these in several stages of growth. You can see that I have started to cover over the sprouts here with grass cuttings, and that's basically all you need to keep doing. Is when they get to about 10 centimeters over the soil, you will need to cover them with grass or soil depending on what you have the most of. What we're doing is we are encouraging them to keep growing, to keep striving to get to the sunshine, and they will dig their roots down, and that's where you will find the potatoes later on. So we're going to cover over these potatoes here like that with our grass. Don't worry, you haven't killed them. They're still popping up through. You've got to try and be careful not to damage the stalks in any way. And that's perfect, and they will be absolutely brilliant. And you will notice probably in a week's time that they will grow again and they will be absolutely brilliant. Now, half the reason I didn't use all the compost is because I need the rest of it for our next planting. And what we're going to do is, I've got a nice pot for the sunflowers. I'm going to put a little bit of compost in the bottom. I put some stones in the bottom to help the drainage, and you can see that my compost is just in that, like that. And then I'm going to open these up, and hopefully, yep, in here I've got some sunflower seeds. You'll be getting those in the post, hopefully probably Wednesday, and I'm going to plant 2 in my tub. And what we're basically going to be doing is having a little sunflower growing competition. Okay, so you can see my seeds just in the top there. Let's get rid of that and put some more compost or soil onto the top. It does have to be soil this time. Please don't use grass cuttings. And there we go. That is my potted sunflowers. Now, what is the next most important thing to do? Obviously, we'll need to water them. Plants need water to grow. So, some water just to help the sunflowers become tall and strong. Now you might say that I have cheated by planting mine quicker before you, but there we are. I'm going to water my potatoes as well because I've just covered them over. I'm going to water these potatoes here too. So the challenge is on, Gardening Club of Wychwood School. Who will have the most potatoes? Who will have the highest sunflower? We'll find out in September. See you soon. Thank you.